Okay, we're going to get more on Wang Yi's important speech to the UN Security Council, and we're joined by Rong Ying. He is the Vice President and Senior Research Fellow at the China Institute of International Studies. Thank you very much for joining us. We certainly appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Wang Yi, with powerful words at the UN, saying the ongoing conflict is threatening to engulf the entire region. Now, many other nations have said that as well. What do you think the reaction has been from China's top diplomat?
Well, I think the reactions and responses so far has been very positive, has been very supportive. Yeah, remember, I think this special session of the UN Security Council meeting taking place at a very critical moment, critical time. First, I think in terms of timing, we know that the past few days have seen pause. Humanitarian pause and also being extended. That has resulted in free or exchange of hostages. But the timing, I mean that the deal is going to expire, and there are reports that the Israeli side was going to conduct new sort of operations in southern part. So the most important thing is, as Wang Yi said in his speech, that his priority issue is extension, of the ceasefire. But the most important thing is a full ceasefire, lasting, sustainable.
Now, China's presidency of the UN Security Council coming at a very important time, as you just pointed out, and it has been a time to really showcase China's growing international influence.
Oh, yeah, of course. China has always been play a very important role in international and regional hotspot issues by being a mediator or providing good offices, and it is also very much so in the case on the question of in the situation in the Middle East, particularly on the question of the Palestinian-Israel conflict. Remember, in the same time, I think when Wang Yi was hosting and holding, it also published a very full sort of text of the position paper on resolving the Palestinian and Israel conflict. So this is again a highlight and also demonstrating China's role in this regard, not only in Middle East but also in other regional and international hotspot issues.
Rong Ying, China has been clear in calling for humanitarian aid to pour in an end to the violence and to pump the brakes on the conflict to keep it from spreading to other nations. Still, many in the West, including the United States, say that China should use its clout, its power with Iran and Syria to head off the possibility of the fighting spreading. Do you think that's a fair argument from the West?
Well, I think the question we're talking about, the Palestinian and Israel issue, is very complicated. But there's a common denominating sort of positions. That is, say, we need to address the symptoms, which I think at this moment is ceasefire, lasting and sustainable ceasefire, so that the humanitarian casualties from that situation can be sort of changed. But the root causes is a two-state solution. And for that, I think in the position paper, and also China has said repeatedly that it has to come up with a timetable, come up with a roadmap for implementing of that two-state solution. And for that, it needs international conference, more sort of larger, more authoritative, and more effective. So for that we can bring all the stakeholders in the region and beyond to find a way that to address to resolve the ongoing conflict.
Okay, our thanks to Rong Ying from this very important issue.